2019 was a crazy year for gaming. We had long-awaited sequels, ambitious new IPs, and a few golden remasters and remakes. Hey guys, Game Prime here, and these are my top 10 games of 2019. Now this list is for games that solely released in 2019. I will be releasing a similar list very soon of the top 10 games I've played in 2019. Both videos will be very similar and some selections will use the same script, but I've played plenty of games this year that came out years ago and they deserve some spotlight as well. Anyway, let's get into it with number 10, Untitled Goose Game. A few years back I saw this game get revealed and I knew it was going to be a hit. You are the goose. A horrible, horrible goose that does horrible, horrible, but hilarious things. Within 5 different areas and a checklist for each, Untitled Goose Game had to be one of the best experiences I've had in a video game in a while. It goes back to the core of video games, making it all about the gameplay and how much fun you have with it. Definitely give this one a try if you like big open sandbox worlds and experimenting with how you play. Number 9, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. I never played the original Crash Team Racing as a kid, or any game in the series to be honest, but I knew I had to get this when it came out this year. With an adventure mode that reminds me a whole lot of Diddy Kong Racing and an awesome array of multiplayer modes, this game is a lot of fun. The only thing I don't really appreciate is how you unlock characters and costumes. Honestly, it took me out of the hype for the game post-launch, and I haven't played it in months. But the time I did spend with Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled was great, and even better with friends. Number 8, Death Stranding. Now, this one is hard because I haven't even completed Death Stranding yet. But this is a game. This game is probably the most controversial game of 2019. From legendary creator Hideo Kojima, this game is a lot. You deliver cargo across a very large open world to nearly deserted cities and try to recover the United States and humanity from becoming extinct, making sure you don't get caught by the BTs, emptying your bladder, drinking a lot of Monster, and riding many different vehicles are all the different kinds of things you could do in Death Stranding. Also, there's babies. Number 7, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. What happens when you take the best parts of Uncharted, Zelda, and Dark Souls, mash them up and throw them into a galaxy far, far away? You get Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This game is really fun. You have the traversal elements from Uncharted, the puzzle elements from Zelda, and the combat of Dark Souls, all thrown into a fantastic Star Wars adventure. Taking place 5 years after Episode 3, you take the role as young Jedi Padawan Cal Kestis as he is on the run from the Empire, who are seeking to destroy every last remnant of the Jedi Order. I have enjoyed my time so far with Jedi Fallen Order from just mostly exploring the unique planets. The battling is alright, but it brings me to my biggest gripe with the game. When I try to experiment with my playstyles and try something new and end up dying, it takes about a good minute to reload. It immediately takes me out of the experience and makes me frustrated and disinterested. Another thing I don't really like about the game is the backtracking. The levels weren't made very well, and it is a little confusing going back to your ship once you get to the climax of the planet you're on. But if you're a big Star Wars fan, or even a Dark Souls fan, give this one a try. Number 6, Pokemon Sword and Shield. The last mainline Pokemon games I really enjoyed were X and Y back in 2013, and the Ruby and Sapphire remakes in 2014. I did not enjoy the Sun and Moon series whatsoever, and I still think they are the weakest games in the series. I liked Let's Go when it came out last year, but it is a breath of fresh air to play a brand new Pokemon game on a home console for the very first time. I've really been enjoying my time with Sword, and besides the main game, which has been pretty fun so far, I've really been enjoying my time in the wild area. Me and my friends will just get on the phone for hours and just go around doing the raid battles. I'm really excited to see what they have with the DLC later in the year. It's turned one of everybody's favorite games into a great multiplayer experience as well. And if you're a Pokemon fan, go for it. If you're a Switch owner, definitely pick it up. Number 5, the Dark Pictures anthology Man of Medan. In 2015, we were introduced to Until Dawn, a psychological thriller interactive drama game made by Supermassive Games. I really enjoyed Until Dawn and couldn't wait to play Supermassive's next big horror game, Man of Medan. You play as a group of 5 college-age kids who go on a diving expedition only to find themselves on a huge haunted ship filled with a mysterious past that only gets more haunting with each playthrough. Anyone can die at nearly any tense moment, making this game great for replaying. With a short playtime of nearly 4 to 5 hours, this is a great game to pick up one day just to sit down and see what happens. It also has a multiplayer mode called Movie Night Mode where you and 5 other friends can sit down and choose one of each of the characters and see who makes it alive. Number 4, The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. The classic 1994 Game Boy game got revived this year as we all got to experience The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening on a modern console. With amazing graphics, fun, addictive gameplay, and a good soundtrack, I really loved this remake. I was always more of a fan of the 3D Zelda titles, but I grew up watching my mom play Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo, and to finally experience the actual sequel to Link to the Past for the first time was such a treat, and exploring Kahuna Island was a great experience that I would do all over again. It is a great game to pick up for the Switch, and if you're a fan of the original Link's Awakening, Link to the Past, or even A Link Between Worlds, definitely give this one a go. Number 3, Ukulele and the Impossible Lair. In my review of this game, I said it was the perfect mix of Donkey Kong Country, Banjo-Kazooie, 2D Zelda, and Yoshi's Island. This interquel by gaming veterans Playtonic Games was such a treat. As someone who grew up playing the Donkey Kong Country series and Banjo-Kazooie series, this was a great blast to the past with amazing modern advances within the gameplay. With tight and crisp 2D platforming, amazing levels that you get to experience twice over, the vast overworld filled with over-the-top characters that we knew from the first Ukulele, and the comedy you will only get from these guys made Ukulele and the Impossible Lair one of my favorite games of the year, and I think whoever liked a Donkey Kong Country game or Banjo-Kazooie game in the past should definitely pick this one up. Number 2, Luigis Mansion 3. I was only 2 years old when the first Luigi's Mansion came out on the GameCube. I grew up watching my mom play the game, and I loved my experience with the remake that was just released on the 3DS in 2018. However, I was not a fan at all of Dark Moon, the sequel that came out in 2013. They made the game mission-based, put in multiple mansions, changed the gameplay style, and did more things I just didn't appreciate. But with Luigi's Mansion 3, the team over at Next Level Games fixed literally every gripe I had with Dark Moon. Every floor of the hotel has a theme, and it works super well. The gameplay is fun, smooth, and works so well from a design point of view. I think Gooigi was an excellent addition to the series, and adds a great dynamic for puzzles and boss battles. The music is phenomenal, and the animations are probably the best I've seen in any Nintendo game to date. I swear Nintendo should grab team members from Next Level Games to help work on the Mario movie coming out in a few years. The animations are that good. Anyone who has a Nintendo Switch needs to play this. It's Nintendo's best game of 2019. And coming in at number 1, Kingdom Hearts 3. Anyone who has been following my channel for the last few years should have seen this one coming. Kingdom Hearts 3 is my favorite game of 2019. It is everything I could have ever wanted out of the conclusion to the Darkseeker saga. The gameplay is addicting and fun, the story is complex, but Nomura did a phenomenal job of explaining it and tying up the loose ends while still leaving the fans wanting more and speculating about the future of the series. Yoko Shimomura composed a masterpiece with Kingdom Hearts 3's soundtrack and has some of my favorite tracks of the entire series. When I beat this game, I had tears coming down my face in awe of what I just witnessed. This game was loved by many and hated by many, but I personally think Square Enix delivered fully on what they said they were going to give us, and that was the end to a near 20-year-old saga of Sora vs. Xehanort. I can't wait for the Remind DLC that is just a few days away, and overall I can't wait to see what they do with this series next and where it goes from here. Well guys, that's been my top 10 games of 2019. Let me know your top 10 in the comments below, and I appreciate you all watching this video. Sorry that this video was a few weeks late. Can't help getting sick at the worst time. But just remember, these are my opinions and mine only, so if you don't agree with them, I don't care at all. These are the games I like the best, and no one will make me change my mind no matter what. Don't forget that I will also be having my top 10 games I've played in 2019 video out very soon, which is very similar to this list, but is just an overall list of games I've played this year that I enjoyed the most, not limited to just releases in 2019. So enjoy that video. It should be out, very soon in relation to this video. Thanks once again for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate it. If you all like the video, give it a thumbs up a lot. Also, don't forget to let me know your top 10 in the comments below. And yeah, 2020 should be a great year for games. I can't wait, for everything that's coming out this year. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys very soon.